What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today we're going to talk all about who should be purchasing the Hammer and Anvil bundle. If you like Rise of Kingdoms videos where we evaluate the bundles, you should like and subscribe because we've got videos for literally every evaluation, every bundle that has shown up, card up in the top for my playlist about spending guides, and we are a sponsored creator with Rise of Kingdoms. Now, this new bundle, I was very ready to be incredibly excited about, and I am still extremely excited about equipment, but the thing that I value more than most is value. So let's talk about the value that's contained within this Hammer and Anvil bundle and who should be buying it. One of the first things you're going to notice is that the percentage of value, that little ribbon across the top, across the center, right next to where it says how many gems you receive, indicates it's 492% value compared to some of these other bundles, which have much higher percentage value. In particular, Call of the Ancients is our primary comparison point because that's the one that we personally are doing a lot of max purchasing on. So you can see that just offhand, the overall value is perhaps lower. However, let's talk about where this bundle shines and where it does not. If you are an extremely low to no spend player in the game, you really should allocate your money other places, not the Hammer and Anvil. If you are a medium spender in the game, I still feel like there are probably other places to get better value in Rise of Kingdoms. I'm going to put up on the screen an evaluation that I did, and this is a very rough evaluation. It doesn't account for everything else that's in the pack. It just looks at the speed ups that are in this pack. And I'm doing the air quotes speed ups because I did a little bit of math to say, okay, I know there aren't actually forge speed ups to accelerate the rate at which you are building things. But if there were, what is the equivalent, right? So every 3 hours you could produce 10 materials. So these 20 level 1 material choice chests, I mean, like, that's kind of like 6 hours of speed ups, except, you can't actually speed up the forge. So the chart that I'll now put up on the top compares for the $5, $10, and $20 tiers against what you would be getting in other bundles. And so what I think is really interesting is that it's not actually all that exciting from a speed up standpoint. It's not actually all that exciting of a bundle from a resource standpoint. So who really should be buying this bundle? And in my opinion, it is the heavy spenders that should be buying this bundle, the people who are actually going to be responsible for rallying and defending structures, really benefit profoundly from having the very best gear available because the stats you provide will apply to every single troop that is in your rally, every single troop that is in your flag. So in my opinion, this bundle is for the big spenders. This bundle is for the big spenders. And I'm going to stick to my word. And instead of purchasing Hammer and Anvil, I'm going to purchase the thing that I think will generate more value for us, and that is the Call of the Ancients. This is a bundle that we have max purchased in the past. I suppose before I just go and do that max purchase, I am overdue to just flash onto the screen when we did go and purchase the Hammer and Anvil. Here is everything at the $5 tier. Here is everything at the $10 tier. And here is everything at the $20 tier. It is the only way that I'm aware of, besides the Mysterious Merchant, to accelerate your progress towards building gear. However, we much prefer Call of the Ancients for the volume of speed-ups that are made available. We also really like the troop reserves. We're also going to take that army expansion that gets layered in there, which is really quite nice. The healing speed ups are going to matter a lot for KVK, I think. I think that's going to matter a lot. And we're low on gems now, so we do need to go and replenish our supply of gems. So I wanted to give that just as like a context. Here's, let's see here. Let's see if we can find another bundle. Here's another example of a $5 bundle, a $10 bundle, and a $20 bundle. Way less speed ups. Way less speed ups in the equipment packs. So for most players, it's really not a thing that you're probably going to go and buy. But it's a must buy for the players that are involved in the heavy rallies, right? Must buy, in my opinion, for those players because they're going to be amplifying the effectiveness of everybody's troops. So now we're going to go in and we're going to commit to the plan that I think is better, which is to go ahead and max purchase the Call of the Ancients. P.S. There's also one huge flaw with the Hammer and Anvil bundle, which is that other bundles are going to give you more speed ups and resources, which you can use to win Mighty Governor placements or place it all in Mighty Governor, which gets you legendary commander sculptures. Whereas the Hammer and Anvil, like, look, I like crafting a lot. Like, I really like crafting a lot. And I'm still struggling to justify that as the purchase over the other things that are available to me. Because I'm going to be able to use these speed ups to maybe place in Mighty Governor. So let's go ahead and make those purchases now, starting with the $10 purchase. Now we go ahead and do the $20 purchase, and we'll just flash on the screen here all the goodies. Now the $50 bundle, which we're going to go ahead and purchase. I'll point out that we're now at technically almost 1,000% value, which as a comparison point, right? Like, it really does, I think, play out that way. So let's go ahead and grab this. All right. $50 bundle obtained. Now it's time to pick up the $100 bundle 3 times. So here we go. Let's up that gem count. $100 bundle. First purchase. All right. Now, you'll notice we're up to 1,092% value. I mean, I don't know. I find this pack to be pretty gosh darn high value, right? We really like the army expansion. We really like the troop reserves for Mighty Governor. And we're going to point out in just a moment, there's a new commander available in Mighty Governor. So give us just a moment. We'll get there. Okay, second $100 purchase is in. And now the third $100 purchase. Okay, there we go. Speed ups obtained. Gems obtained. Army expansions and reserves obtained. We gotta have those gems, baby, to go pick stuff up. We actually just dropped a solid 50k gems over the last 2 days, maxing out the More Than Gems event. Pretty happy about all of the legendary commander sculptures that we obtained by virtue of doing that. The thing that we want to go point out now, if we look at the events, we can see that, in fact, Tamaris is the new Mighty Governor commander. Now, this is exciting. I'm also, in some ways, wish that this had been flipped over a little sooner, right? I'd love if, like, the very first day when it announced who was coming soon, this is who they showed. Doesn't actually change how things play out because we're still on the countdown to the event. But I was actually really looking forward to spending very, very aggressively on Constantine. We've reached a point where, like, a lot of the big whales in the kingdom have maxed out their Constantine. So, you know, folks that are aggressive spenders like myself, but still less aggressive than, you know, Solomar, 353 million power. We can pick up some of these commanders too. And I thought I'd do pretty well on that. But we will either shoot for Tamaris within this mighty governor, or possibly even the next one, because people are just going to spend like crazy in our kingdom. You know, we're in Lost Kingdom 2, which means we're in like one of the top 16 kingdoms in the game. So the extent of the spend is real, my friends. Oh, is it real? So Tamaris is up to bat for the mightiest governor, which is pretty exciting. And there's one, last thing that I just want to round out the video with, which is that, did you notice El Cid's expertise skill has changed? Did you notice that? Because we noticed it. The White Tigers, we see these things. Increase archer attack by 5% and defense by 5%. Increase archer unit damage to infantry by 2%. Now, this is a fascinating expertise skill. I always like to compare to other commanders and do sort of the apples-to-apples comparison when I can. And I want to point out that we're talking about 10% of stats and 2% extra damage. Now, Charles Martel also offers 10% of stats, defense and health compared to El Cid's attack and defense. And Martel's giving a solid 20% march speed too in that expertise skill. So overall, I have to say the El Cid expertise skill is not particularly exciting compared to other expertise skills. Here's what the upside of this is, though. The upside is that in a lot of combats with El Cid, you don't actually care about the march speed at all. The thing you care about is whether or not you've actually arrived and how much damage you deal when you get there. That's true for defense, and that's true for rallies. And I do think Yi Seong-Ye with El Cid is really good on defense and really good for rallies. So overall, I think this is a fine change. Previously, I believe it said something like archers deal 5% more damage to infantry and take 5% less damage from infantry. This is a little more clear-ish what's happening. Maybe. I don't know. We noticed this change. We just wanted to call out this is a little bit different. So in summary, if you're a super mega spender, then the hammer and anvil is for you. We're a big spender, and we're still sticking with our Call of the Ancients. We sure are loyal to that. And if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe. Until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.